Hey there, rebels. Welcome back to another weekly reading. And did I get my shit together? I mean, maybe. We'll see. I do hope that you are doing well. This is just some sage that you are seeing float across. I'm going to try to move it because I've already cleansed the area. I've asked my guides for their help in being a clear channel, in making sure that I am interpreting the messages correctly, and that the guidance that I am able to give is something that is for the collective and that it is for you if you are here watching this video. So as always, I'm using the Sacred Rebels Oracle by Alana Fairchild. I'm going to go ahead and get these shuffled up and just continue to ask that I be a clear channel of light, that I have messages that are brought through me for the collective to help them navigate the energies that they are facing, to help them navigate the decisions that they are making, and to overall just add some guidance, some clarity, and some ease to our lives and to our minds and hearts as we travel through this ascension journey. Now, I know things have been really powerful on my end, and I apologize that there was not a video last week. I was teaching a class and I dedicated my time to making sure that my slides were good to go. This one just jumped out. Power of attraction. All right. This week's card is, and I'm sorry, I'm on my computer, so it's going to take me a second to see if I can get this to be clear. All right. Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. So this is an interesting card. I don't think I've ever pulled this card as well. I do really love how she is on a tree stump, right? One that has obviously been chopped down, but in this instance, it looks like it's also a portal. You can see that there are still full-grown trees all around her, and then there's lots of new little tree seedlings that are popping up towards the front. I love that she has this vortex of energy, just kind of really surrounding and uplifting her. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it because of the light, but her face is almost like in ecstasy. She is just in peace, letting it flow, almost like she can completely feel all of this energy just swirling off of her and up and out, like that she is naked, barefoot, and touching the tree, the center, the tree rings. So relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. For me, that really just gives, attention to where have your thoughts been? Where have your worries been? Right? Because if you're paying attention to the news, if you are, following certain stories and corrupted systems, then it's so easy to be overwhelmed and put down and put under and stressed about the whole world falling apart, right? I know that I feel that. I know that I'm not really in the fear stage of that anymore. I'm more in the excitement stage because I know that the sooner it falls apart, then the sooner all of us can step up and step in and really create what we want. But this relax the hold of darkness is telling me if you've been stuck in that place of worry, of, oh, well, shit, what are we going to do if the banking system collapses? What are we going to do if we all get sick again and we lose our jobs? What are we going to do if the water supply is contaminated, right? What are we going to do if all the food is genetically modified? And when you get stuck in that cycle of thinking, it just keeps you in that fear state. And so you really have to catch yourself. You have to be mindful of when you feel yourself going down that type of thinking, those type of thoughts. You just really need to take a step back and acknowledge that fear, right? You can say, okay, yes, I realize that could be a possibility, but I'm going to look at it, I'm going to feel it, and then I'm going to picture a better scenario, right? I'm not going to stay stuck in the energy of, oh my God, I need to hoard toilet paper again, or oh my God, I need to do this and I need to do it now because this bad thing is happening, right? That's the hold of darkness, right? That is what is bringing you down. That is what is keeping you from moving forward, from moving up. So if you are finding yourself stuck in those places, then by all means, acknowledge those feelings when they come up, sit with them, and then let it go. Acknowledge it as just a possibility, not a certainty. Okay. If you find yourself in a place where all you can think of is the bad that can happen and how things are going to change and how your budget's going to be affected when student loan goes back, like there's so many things around us that are in place to specifically drain our energy, drain our hope, drain our positivity. And we just have to acknowledge those as, yeah, that's kind of a possibility, but it doesn't mean it's for sure, right? It doesn't mean that because those payments are going to be reinstated, that I will no longer be able to make my bills. I won't be able to meet my bills, right? There's always a possibility of that could happen, or maybe this wonderful opportunity is going to happen and open up a new job for me, or a side job for me, or a connection for me where I get to teach or volunteer or do this or do that, and it more than covers the new expense, right? So you want to be able to shift that into, okay, I see it as possible, but it's just possible. It's not certain, right? There's other options. It's just like, I believe that we live in a multiverse. Like there are different universes where different systems are in place, where different versions of me are working and doing things. And I can easily shift into one of those instead of the one I'm in by being in a vibration and being in alignment with that reality versus this one. And this, in part, it does speak to me because, of the things I've mentioned, they've all been on my mind, right? There was a time where, I'm a total hippie. I love nature. I love animals. And to see it be destroyed so deliberately has been painful. And I just have had to remind myself that maybe I'm living in a reality where our water supply is contaminated and I need to be able to find a way to filter water. I need to be able to collect as much rainwater as possible. I need to be able to do this, and this so that I feel secure. Or maybe I can make plans and have a contingency plan for that reality, but maybe also I can just remember that that's a possibility and it's not for certain, right? Maybe what happens is the people who are responsible, and we kind of all know who that is, but maybe they're caught, right? And maybe there's a team of good guys that have been working on a solution for this for years and we just haven't heard of it because it's been suppressed by the bad guys. Like you can get as elaborate and big into this dream as you want, but maybe that is what happens. Maybe somebody who has the knowledge and the know-how and the skills and the time and the energy to go and fix that problem, to go and reverse that damage, is able to. And I just don't know about it and I can't do it. But if I believe that I live in a world where that is possible, if I believe I live in a world where everything works out for the highest good, where all of this bullshit and corruption and people see it and people no longer stand up for it, if I can remind myself that I live in a reality where the good wins, where love wins, where our hearts are pure, where our souls lead the way, where we design our lives because of how we feel inside, not because of what we see around us, then I know that I can shift into a reality where that is the case. And that's all I'm trying to do. And that's all that I think this card is asking you to do. Release that hold of darkness, release those fears, release those worries. And the final thing is be at cause. What is your cause? What is your purpose? What are you here to do this time? Can you just focus on that? Can you take the focus off of your worries and your fears and just be who you are meant to be in this time and age? And it doesn't have to be something grand. You don't have to be a leader of a religious organization. You don't have to be working some fancy job where you make big, important decisions. Everybody can be who they are meant to be every day by the actions they take. Does it line up with your soul? Are you living from your heart? Are you making choices out of love? If you are doing that, then the work and the amount of momentum that you are adding to our movements is exponential. Because so often people take things like that for granted when that is what is important. Spending that moment intentionally with love, sharing from the goodness of your heart, right? Letting your soul shine. That is important. That is being at cause. Because maybe your nice word, your nice gesture, whatever you did to help somebody else, your smile, your quick joke, maybe that changed someone else's life so significantly that you will never know, but they do. And that's what's important. When it gets overwhelming and you're thinking, I can't do all of this, there's too much responsibility and too much weight on my shoulder, just shake it off. Let it go and focus on what you can do. Can you, even in the midst of feeling like the darkness has hold of you, can you step back into your heart and be polite to others? Can you be sweet? Can you be nice? Can you be kind? Can you be courteous? Regardless of what you have going on, can you be a master and control your own actions towards others, even when your feelings are not matching it? Because I guarantee you, giving from that place of the goodness that is in the core of your heart will change everything else for you. You may not feel like holding the door open for that older person. You may not want to give an extra $3 for somebody who's stranded for gas, but you will make such an impact in ripples that you cannot see but will come back to you. They come back to you in the overall change of our world. Those simple acts of kindness, those simple acts of just being a true heart centered individual who doesn't concern themselves with other people's motives and manipulations as to why they need help or why they are asking for something. If it is in the goodness of your heart to do it and you are capable to help someone else, then do that. And it will shift the focus off of your own troubles. And in return, you will create energetic waves of help that will come back to you. So if you are struggling and you find yourself worried and fearful and unsure, take some deep breaths, find some ways to really center yourself, to center your energy, and then just ask yourself, what is the simplest way that you can just be someone with a pure heart, despite everything else that's going on around you? How can you sink into your soul self and just live from that place, even if it's just for 5 minutes, right? If the thoughts are overwhelming and you're stressed, totally cool. Give yourself a 5 minute break. Tell your worry, tell your fear, hey, bro, I'll see you in a few minutes. Like, I just need to go do this real quick. And go and just be in your heart. Center yourself, ground yourself. Take some time to breathe and be in the present moment. Not caught up in fear with the future. Not sad and worried or sad and, upset about the past. Both of those can just wait. You can always think about them later, but take the time now to just get centered in this moment, right? So let's take some breaths in through your nose and just hold it for a count of 4. And then blow it out. Also to a count of 4. And then hold for 4 when you're empty. And repeat. Tap into that. Tap into that. Slow down that breath whenever you feel overwhelmed. Okay, if you are having trouble centering in yourself, in your heart, then take 30 seconds, right? That was what, 4 seconds each time. For 16 seconds, you can do 2 deep breaths in 32 seconds to help get your mind slowed down from racing, to help slow your heart down, to help regulate your nervous system, to get you out of that fight, flight, freeze, fawn mode so that you can center to where you are now and then go about your day, right? Release that darkness, let it go. Like whatever hold it has, shake it out, breathe it out, find a way to get that energy off of you, to get out of your mind so you're not stuck in it. And then just be. Just be in that moment, every moment. Because that's the thing. You can calm down for 1 moment, for 2 moments, for 3 moments. But when you are able to get to that place where you are in each moment on a regular basis throughout your day, that is when it is so much easier for you to see the outcome that being in those moments has on the greater picture that is your life and therefore our world. I hope that this helps you. I hope that you have a wonderful week. I am very appreciative and thankful that you stopped by to check out this reading. As always, if you find these messages are important and they help you navigate your current awakening or they resonate for you, I would love for you to leave me a comment, like the video, subscribe, or share it if you see fit. And I love you. I hope you have a wonderful day. See you next week.